Are you struggling with debt and looking for ways to pay it off quickly? Being strangled by debt is a situation too many of us are familiar with. It's a heavy burden, a constant worry, and a hurdle to achieving our financial goals. The sleepless nights, the anxiety, the feeling of being trapped, it's a reality that's all too real. But it doesn't have to be this way. Imagine a life where you're no longer a slave to your debt, where your hard-earned money is yours to invest, save, or spend on things that matter to you. Sounds liberating, doesn't it? Well, the good news is, it's entirely possible. We've put together an 11-step guide to help you navigate out of the murky waters of debt. These steps will give you the tools and knowledge to tackle your debt head-on and, most importantly, to pay it off quickly. Ready to take control of your financial future? Let's dive into the first step. Step 1 is all about creating a detailed budget. Now, this isn't just about tallying up your income and expenses. It's about gaining a deep understanding of where your money comes from, and more importantly, where it's going. You need to break down your income and expenses into 3 categories: income, essential expenses, and discretionary spending. Income is straightforward. It's the money you earn from your job or other sources. Essential expenses are your must-haves, like rent, groceries, and utilities. Discretionary spending, on the other hand, covers the nice-to-have items, like dining out or that shiny new gadget you've been eyeing. The key is to allocate as much as possible toward debt repayment. This might mean cutting back on some discretionary expenses, but remember, it's a temporary sacrifice for a debt-free future. With a well-planned budget, you are one step closer to financial freedom. The next steps involve prioritizing high-interest debt, cutting unnecessary expenses, and negotiating interest rates. Let's dive right into step 2, prioritizing high-interest debt. It's like tackling the biggest bully in the playground first. These are your credit cards or loans with steep interest rates. By focusing on these debts first, you minimize the overall interest payments. Over time, this strategy can save you a substantial amount of money. Remember, every dollar you don't pay in interest is a dollar you can put towards paying off your debt. On to step 3, cutting unnecessary expenses. Now, this might feel like a tough one, but it's all about making temporary adjustments to speed up your debt repayment. Think of it as a financial diet. You'll need to scrutinize your budget and identify areas where you can trim expenses. Maybe it's that daily gourmet coffee or the premium cable package that you rarely use. Cutting back on these non-essentials can free up more money for debt repayment. And who knows, you might even discover that you don't miss some of these things as much as you thought you would. Finally, we reach step 4, negotiating interest rates. This is where you roll up your sleeves and go head-to-head with your creditors. It might seem intimidating, but many creditors are open to negotiation. After all, they want you to be able to pay back your debt. A lower interest rate means more of your payment goes toward reducing the principal. It's like getting a smaller hill to climb each time you make a payment. So don't be shy. Pick up that phone, call your creditors, and ask for a lower interest rate. You might be surprised at what you can accomplish with a bit of negotiation. By prioritizing, cutting, and negotiating, you can significantly speed up your debt repayment process. These steps are all about taking control, making strategic decisions, and being proactive. Remember, the journey to becoming debt-free is a marathon, not a sprint. So strap on your running shoes and let's keep going. Steps 5 to 7 involve consolidating your debt, choosing a repayment method, and finding ways to increase your income. Debt consolidation is like cleaning up your room. Instead of having clothes, books, and knickknacks strewn all over the place, you tidy them up into neat piles. Similarly, debt consolidation takes multiple high-interest debts and brings them together into a single, lower-interest loan. It's like turning several confusing trails into one straightforward path. This can simplify payments and reduce overall interest costs, making your debt more manageable. Now let's talk about choosing a repayment method. You've got 2 popular options: the snowball method and the avalanche method. The snowball method is all about momentum. You start by paying off your smallest debts first, regardless of interest rates. Each debt you clear gives you a psychological boost, a win that motivates you to keep going. On the other hand, the avalanche method is about strategy. You tackle the debts with the highest interest rates first, which can save you money in the long run. Think of it as a choice between a series of quick wins or a long-term game plan. Both methods have their merits, so choose the one that aligns best with your personality and financial situation. Last but not least, step 7 is about increasing your income. It's about thinking outside the box and finding creative ways to boost your earnings. This could be through a side hustle, part-time work, or freelancing. Maybe you're good at graphic design or you make a mean sourdough bread. turn those skills into a money-making venture. Every extra dollar earned can be allocated directly towards your debt repayment, accelerating your journey to becoming debt-free. These steps require dedication, but remember, each step you take is a step towards a debt-free life. It's like climbing a mountain. The journey may be challenging, but the view from the top makes it all worthwhile. Don't lose sight of your destination. With persistence and determination, you'll get there. Scene script. Let's move on to steps 8 to 10, which involve selling unneeded assets, using windfalls wisely, and automating your payments. Step 8 is all about decluttering your life and fattening your wallet at the same time. Scan your home, your garage, or your attic for items you no longer need. It could be that old bicycle you haven't ridden in years, or maybe that guitar you never really learned how to play. Selling these unneeded assets, either online or through a garage sale, will not only clear your space but also generate extra cash. This money can then be used to make lump sum payments on your debt, speeding up the repayment process significantly. Moving on to step 9, using windfalls wisely. A windfall is an unexpected gain in income. It could be a tax refund, a work bonus, or even a lucky lottery win. Now, while it might be tempting to spend this unexpected cash on a luxury or a treat, using it to pay off your debt is a smarter move. By allocating these windfalls towards debt repayment, you're effectively shortening your debt timeline and saving yourself from future interest payments. Finally, we arrive at step 10, automating your payments. In the digital age, setting up automatic payments is a breeze. It ensures that you never miss a debt repayment, keeping you on track and helping you avoid any late fees or penalties. Plus, it takes the worry out of remembering due dates. By automating your payments, you're maintaining discipline and sticking to your repayment plan, which is crucial in the journey towards becoming debt-free. These steps will not only help you pay off your debt quickly, but also help you maintain discipline. With a little bit of strategy and a lot of determination, you can conquer your debt and reclaim your financial freedom. So, start selling, use those windfalls wisely, and automate your payments today. The final step is seeking professional advice. It's not uncommon to feel overwhelmed when dealing with debt. Sometimes, it can feel like you're in a labyrinth with no clear exit. That's where financial advisors or credit counseling services come into play. They act as your guides, offering personalized advice based on your unique financial situation. Think of them as seasoned navigators who've helped countless individuals navigate their way out of debt. They can help you understand the complexities of your debt situation, provide strategies to manage your finances, and even negotiate with creditors on your behalf. They're equipped with the tools and knowledge to help you tackle your debt head-on and chart a clear path towards financial freedom. So don't hesitate, reach out, consult a professional. They're there to help you, and their guidance can be invaluable. Remember, there's no shame in asking for help. Professional advice can provide valuable insights and strategies for your unique situation. So those were the 11 steps to pay off your debt quickly. Let's do a quick recap. Start by creating a detailed budget to understand your financial inflow and outflow. Prioritize high-interest debt and cut unnecessary expenses to make room for repayments. Don't shy away from negotiating interest rates with your creditors, and consider debt consolidation if it works for you. Choose a debt repayment strategy that suits you best, be it the snowball or avalanche method. Find ways to increase your income and sell unneeded assets. Use any windfalls wisely and automate your payments to never miss a due date. Lastly, seeking professional advice can provide you with personalized strategies and solutions. Remember, these steps are not a magic wand but a roadmap. It's your dedication and discipline that will drive you towards your goal. Remember, paying off debt quickly requires dedication and discipline. Choose strategies that align with your financial situation and lifestyle, and stay committed to your goal.